Welcome back as we move on to demonstrate and explain the connecting and insulation procedures on our now prepared cable ends. Before connecting, it is necessary to first slide the inner stress tubes, insulation tubes, and copper earth socks onto the long side so that they're in position when you're ready for them. The appropriate number of suitable ferrules is obtained along with a suitable crimping tool. The three-phase conductors are connected in the appropriate manner. Using fine grit emery tape, all the ferrules are thoroughly cleaned. Using a new piece of emery tape, the exposed XLPE material is abraded as demonstrated. All components must be thoroughly clean and free of any impurities. A further cleaning of the XLPE is made with an approved electrical cleaning solvent to ensure that there is absolutely no contamination or deposits on this layer. Next, each connection is insulated with a number of stretched wraps of mastic tape until the build-up approximately equals the diameter of the XLPE. Note that a good overlap must be provided onto the XLPE. Now the stress tubes can be brought across and centered over the connections in preparation for shrinking. A butane torch is used for shrinking, and the flame adjusted to provide a blue-yellow appearance. Shrinking commences at the center, and all three tubes are shrunk simultaneously using rapid flame movement, working outward toward each end. Next, using specially prepared silicon-impregnated pads, which are supplied in the kit, the shrunk and cooled tubes are coated in preparation for the shrinking of the insulation tubes over the stress control tubes. Again, with a correctly adjusted flame, the tubes are shrunk, collectively as demonstrated, beginning at the center and working progressively toward either end. As much heat is absorbed during this process, time must be given to allow the tubes to cool before moving on to the next step, the fitting of the copper earth socks. The earth socks are secured with constant force springs supplied in the jointing kit. Note that the earth sock is secured against the copper screening layer at both ends of the joint. Excess copper sock material is then trimmed off. The joined cable is next prepared for the fitment of the earth bonding strap and the metal encasement canister. As the bonding strap and canister must be attached to the cable armoring, we need first to remove the necessary amount of outer sheath on each end of the joint, as demonstrated. The bonding strap is secured to the armoring using stainless steel strapping. Note that each end is anchored close to the armor cutoff position. Now you'll need an assistant to help fit the metal canister over the complete joint area. The two halves are then carefully aligned and clipped together. A wrap or two of insulation tape assists in holding the two sections together, whilst you prepare and secure each end to the cable armoring using stainless steel strapping. Next, the cable is abraded at the position shown in preparation for the application of end seals. At this time, the large canister protection tube is centrally positioned over the canister in readiness for shrinking. The gas torch is set as previously described, and shrinking commences. Owing to the size of the tube, it will take quite a long time to shrink. However, we must strive to create an even uniform shrink by working from the center outward to either end, and keep the flame moving around the joint to prevent scorching the material. Returning to the abraded sheath area, moisture seals are created by applying several wraps of highly stretched S.F.T.S tape over the abraded area at each end, as shown. The short canister tubes are next positioned in such a way that the outer ends align over the moisture seals. Shrinking then commences at the outer ends, that is, at the seal area first. Again, the torch is kept moving, and the shrink progresses toward the canister. Both ends are treated in the same manner, until the joint has been completed. That then is the basic procedure for creating a medium voltage joint on an XLPE insulated cable using a typical heat shrink jointing kit. By following the procedures demonstrated and instructions provided by the kit manufacturers, you can be assured of a safe and lasting joint. Join us again when you can learn about other types of joints and terminations in this series.